Not bad.
Nailed it.
World record. World record. World record.
Oh!
What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, dog?
Nothing much, dude.
So I heard you have your period.
No, actually, I just finished it.
Ugh,
But I was
come
on it.
on. Dude, I'm sorry about that, Sean.
That's really disgusting. I don't want to hear about your fucking cunt.
Oh, come on, man. That's the first.
Yeah, he asked. So I told him, I was on my period. I was bleeding.
She wants to talk about her bloody cunt.
Come on. This is the show's just started.
That is kind of like the worst word to say.
Not if you're English or Australian.
Yeah, that's what you call your mom. Your mum.
You call your mum.
My mum's a cunt.
Well, there goes our 45 cents in YouTube revenue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Oh, am I allowed to curse on this?
You have to wait 10 minutes. Or someone told Brendan you have to
Something
wait 10
like that.
minutes.
Oh, is that true? Oh, bleep me.
Okay, hold on.
Because that will sound like I'm saying something really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your... What happened to it? I just had it. I had to get my stuff.
They also call it minge.
I've heard of
That's
minge.
Australian.
Yes,
Minge.
I find
Oprah's
that
minge.
disgusting.
That's from a South Park episode. That's where I first heard that word, minge. Oprah's minge.
Oh, there it is. Okay, go ahead, Sean.
Minge. Cunt.
There we go.
Fuck.
Got it. No. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. For whatever reason, I don't know why we keep doing this, but we've got nothing better to do.
Our friend Sean begged us to come on again.
I know, this is unprecedented. The same guest, like, when were you were just here?
I was here like 3 weeks ago. I just like being on this podcast.
Me too. I like being here with Sean. I mean.
Yeah. Let's call someone and tell them.
This is the best. I want to scream it from a mountaintop.
We should. That'd be a good episode. We hike to the top of a mountain.
What really happens is Brendan's always like, Chris Fairbanks canceled. You're a loser. Can you do it?
Don't ever tell anybody that they're invited on because someone else canceled.
He doesn't really do that.
When I'm texting somebody, like literally 12 hours before the podcast, I have, whatever. I just tell people like, hey, somebody canceled. Can you do it tomorrow? Like, it's always...
And I'm
Our
always...
friends that are available.
I'm always available. I will always
that.
do it. I don't care who canceled. I don't care who I'm replacing. If I'm replacing Barack Obama, I will sit right here and I'll do the same stuff that Barack Obama
Do
does.
a Barack Obama impression.
Yeah. Oh, Michelle. Oh,
oh, damn, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Michelle, you cunt.
Oh, damn it.
You think he ever calls her that, like when they get in a fight?
Yeah, he calls her a cunt.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, what do you think their home, like, what is their home like?
I don't know.
It's got to be, I don't know.
It's weird. They probably live in separate homes, like on the same property. Like she has her own house or something.
I genuinely don't know how anyone with money lives. I don't get it.
But also if you're part of like the satanic, cabal of pedophiles.
He's not there.
He's not there. He's not rich enough to be there.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
He's not rich enough to be there.
No, he's not.
No, you have to be like so rich to be like chowing down on babies.
No, but when they let you be in charge of the war machine.
So you're saying President Carter is a pedophile?
No.
See?
No, I think he was peanut farming motherfucker.
I think he was the last good guy.
No, I feel like if Barack Obama's there, he's like handing out drinks. He's like a bartender for them.
He's too scared.
They all have sex in a coffin.
Why?
All in one coffin?
That's what the Skull and Bones guys do. They like get into a coffin and jack each other off.
Who? What do you mean? The motorcycle guys?
Yeah, the motorcycle guys.
Wait a second. You're saying
you have zero knowledge about anything.
Wait,
they have a leather jacket with the skull and cross.
All motorcycle guys get in a coffin and jack each other off?
Should we call a motorcycle place and ask them?
Well, wait, what were you talking about? I don't know what you were.
Oh, Skull and Bones. It's like a political a club at like Yale.
It's a secret society thing.
And it's
Yale
just
that
like,
every like Bush, John Kerry, like all these powerful political guys were part of it.
And they all jerked each other off in a coffin.
I don't know. There's some kind of weird. I don't know. Who cares? There's nothing we can do
You care?
about it.
This is gonna like blow up now. This is the moment your podcast.
Move over, Alex Jones.
yeah. It's just you're not even really sure about this fake thing.
Move over, Alex Jones. There's a new mouse in the house.
Where is he? Is he in jail?
No.
Oh, like he has to pay like $1 billion or something.
No, that was all performative. It's all.
Does he
it's
have a
all
show
just
still?
made up to just say, hey, nobody
Question the skull and bones.
anything. That's why what's his face is still in prison, the WikiLeaks guy.
Oh yeah.
He's not really in prison. He's in like some house.
No, he's in jail
they
now.
extradited him.
They took him away from
They did?
that.
He's-
Yeah,
He was in that.
He's out of the house.
He was in a big
well, it was
house.
an embassy that
Yeah, he's just like-
legally they couldn't storm or whatever.
He's just like, I'm in a house. What are they
Come
going
out
to
of my
do?
house.
What's the guy's name?
Julian Assange.
Julian Assange, that's right.
You know what? I get like that he did a good thing with like the WikiLeaks.
Oh, here comes Sean, always hedging his bets, wants to have a
But
career.
he's such a fucking loser. Like no one with like slick back white hair except for Brendan is cool.
Wasn't he going out with like Pamela Anderson or something, or Carmen? Someone was
He
like
was
into
dating.
him
He was dating Pamela Anderson. He was.
from the embassy.
Yeah,
something.
from the embassy.
She like really liked him. She was advocating for
Yeah.
him.
Well, then,
Someone
at
was.
least it balanced out.
There's a picture of her at the Met Gala because she doesn't like wear that much makeup, and so she's she looks really
I think
pretty
that's
in
her
this
thing.
dress.
She hasn't had any
She
work
doesn't really-
done or whatever.
Well, that's not
Well,
true.
she had work done back before, but I think
She
not.
doesn't wear makeup, and so people on Met Gala were like, "What a natural beauty!"
People
I'm like,
on what? Mecca Hall?
at the Met Gala.
The
And
Met
so
Gala.
people on Instagram are like, "What a natural beauty," and I'm like, "Doesn't she have big fake tits? Like, isn't that her thing?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And a nose job?
yeah.
No,
She got
I
Filler?
don't think she has a nose job.
No, maybe not.
No, I think her faces remain mostly the same, but those titties, like
They're big.
Yeah, a titty doctor did it,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Who me?"
Would you be nervous if you had to operate on Pamela Anderson's
Well,
boobs?
well, I think when you're doing it the first time, she's not Pamela Anderson yet.
Right.
I'd be nervous to operate on anyone because I have
Would
no
you get a boner?
medical
You'd
training.
like.
I would just do it. I would probably like watch a
Hi,
YouTube
thank you for
video.
calling. We are currently busy assisting guests, and unfortunately,
Oh, whatever.
Was that a casino in Philly?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
like Philly.
They have casinos in Philadelphia now. Did you
that's
know that?
great. Good for them.
Yeah, that's great.
Just Steven Singer billboards and casinos.
Yeah. People need a place to smoke and gamble away their money. It's crazy how much smoking still goes on in Philadelphia.
I think that rocks. I think Philly is.
Philly's like your spirit animal. You know what I mean?
I mean, not mine, just because they don't like me in Philadelphia.
I don't.
Why? Who's they?
Oh, because you're from
You know,
New Jersey.
they, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
they?
those Christopher Columbus kissers.
Oh, right. The
They're-
Italians.
Yeah, they're kissing Christopher Columbus statues. Oh, Benjamin Franklin was from here.
We always talk about Italians when you're on.
Because Sean's racist.
Only against Italians.
But I don't think Italians are a
Racism's
different
racism.
race. Aren't they white?
They're white, yeah.
That's what I mean. So you're not
Like,
racist.
Yeah. It's just like Chelsea Peretti.
Oh God, I hope she doesn't hear this.
Oh,
But you
yeah, she
can't.
probably
You cannot be racist against Italians. I'll say that right now.
I don't think
As
so.
a white person,
I don't think so.
because they're just like a different. They're European,
They're like not even human.
right? They're subhuman. Brendan, are you gonna get in on this? Come on.
I'm trying to do something.
well,
Brendan's
Sorry.
trying to hack into the
hacking
the
into the
government
mainframe.
secrets.
Hacking into the government secrets.
hacking into the mainframe.
Philly, this is. How can I help you?
Hey, you guys have the Phillies game on there?
We do, yes.
What's the score?
I'm sorry.
What's the score right now?
The score is 1-4. Phillies are up.
Oh, Phillies are up. There you go. I'm here with Sean O'Connor. He's a Mets fan. Can you believe that?
Let's go Mets. Let's go
Boo.
Mets.
What do you think of that? What do you
All right,
think?
you guys all set?
Are you Italian by chance?
No.
Oh, okay. What do you?
Good.
Yeah, Sean also hates Italians.
I'm sorry?
Sean hates Italians.
Okay. Well, I'm not Italian.
Are there any Italians there that Sean can tell off?
I'm not sure. You'll have to come in and figure it out, I guess.
Okay. Can you just hand the phone to a customer or whatever?
I'm sorry?
Can you just hand the phone to a customer or whatever?
I cannot.
If it comes back greasy, it's Italian.
Do you hear that? Can you believe that?
I do have to hop off the phone, but go Phils.
Okay, yeah, go
Phils.
Phils.
Let's
There
go
you
Mets.
No.
Yeah.
She was very civilized.
I don't think Italian
She might be the nicest
for a
person.
bartender in Philadelphia.
in the middle of the day.
I mean, that's true. It's probably not that busy. Phillies are winning 4-1, baby.
Well, do Italians like baseball? I don't think they do.
Joe the
Maggio.
Maggio. Yeah, Maggio. Joe DiMaggio.
Who's okay besides him?
Michael Conforto, former
All right.
Met.
Fine.
Lee Mazzilli.
All right, fine.
Mike Piazza.
Yeah, Mike Piazza, Paul LaDuca. These are Italian greats.
God, those names. La Duca.
LaDuca. Everything sounds like you're taking a shit.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. Who are we calling now?
I'm calling it Italian. So Sean can.
Jerry Volpe.
No.
Jerry Volpe.
I'm afraid of them.
Jerry Volpe.
We do have one of Brendan's friends is Italian, and we like him.
I met him. I liked him.
You did?
Yeah, at a party.
One of my friends.
Thank you for calling the Italian Market Visitor Center. I am sorry we are unable to answer the phone right now, but
I can't. What's wrong with you? What?
She sounded like she was
Nice.
connected to the mob. I don't want a horse head in my bed. I don't want to get gunned down in front of my house.
Okay.
Yeah, that would suck. But I guess if
To
you're
get gunned
rich,
down?
then it makes it all
Wait,
worth
so you're
it.
saying it would suck to get gunned down?
Yeah, I think that's what I meant to say.
Wow.
Well, what I'm saying is like, is it worth having all that money? Like you could die at any time.
Anybody could die at any time, stupid.
Okay, so then maybe getting gunned down isn't that bad. At least you're going out fast. You know what I'm saying?
No, but if you're not like seeing it and it just hits you and you're like, what the f-? And then you die, that sucks.
I guess.
If you get shot, you want to get like shot through the heart.
And you're like, ah.
And you're to blame. You talk shit about it dance on a podcast.
Hey, if you're listening to this for free, join the Patreon. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast. $5 a month. That's when we get.
Why are you doing that?
You got to do plugs.
Got to do it so people can hear it.
Yeah.
Because we don't start being good until after the free episode ends. Ew, why are you doing that?
I've never heard you
Also,
do that before.
Blue Chew if you want to bone it.
Yeah, Blue Chew. Come on. It's a little chew that gives your goo-goo some tutu.
I mean, I need a pill that gives me more cum.
Oh.
They used to.
They have pills like
Do you
that.
remember Peter North?
Yeah.
2 Quarts North?
Yeah.
You bring him up all the time.
Well,
Peter
he was
North.
like famous in the 90s.
He had the most cum.
Yeah.
Was it real?
Yeah, what do you mean real?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it was
Sometimes
actually-
they'll add extra stuff to make it
He would
look.
thicken his piss.
Like, have you ever spackled something? That's what it looked like.
crazy.
I mean, it just would never stop shooting.
Ugh.
He would just like shoot and shoot. Like it was
Yeah.
like
So
20
you watched
shots.
this just to see how much he could shoot.
No, he was just in like back in the before the internet. There were only like 24 people making porn. It wasn't
Right.
every
Yeah.
person walking down the
Right.
street getting in the bang bus,
Yeah, you
or like your cousin.
They were selective. Like you had to be named like Raylene.
Yeah. You had to be named Riley Storm from birth.
Yeah.
I mean, that
But
was
Peter
yeah.
North, man. Oh my God.
I mean, there was just a rotation of like 6 guys. It was like Peter North, Harry Reams, TT Boy, John Stagliano.
Did Peter North have
Lexington
a-
Steele?
Lexington
I know
Steele,
him.
He
yeah.
broke. He was like the Hank Aaron of porn.
Wasn't a or the Jackie Robinson.
or the Jackie Robinson. I mean, yeah. They're all the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
He broke the ass ceiling.
He broke the racial barrier.
So
of
Peter
pornography.
North's videos, he would just like shoot on a girl's face or whatever.
He would shoot wherever. I mean, they were porno movies, so he would like bang them and then shoot somewhere, and it just wouldn't stop shooting.
Yeah, like where do you
and
like
that's
to
what
shoot?
you liked.
That's
I
not
don't
what I
like to
liked.
shoot.
There was just no way around it. Like,
But you
just,
watched
was
it all the
part
way
of it.
till that part.
Well, yeah, you skip the intro and you
Yeah.
go
You
right
skip
to
the
the
whole-
cum shot.
That's what I was
Because
gonna say.
they used to have like a whole movie, like it was, they had scenes and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they still kind of like in the videos. Everybody's related now, where it's always a stepmother
Yes.
or stepsister.
Well, if you're then you're not technically related.
but
It's just
still,
your
that
marriage.
whole that's
But
That's why it's
There's a
okay.
like. So you think it's okay? So you think it's okay that Woody Allen
No.
pulled a real Pornhub move?
Oh my God!
I mean,
I'm stuck in a dryer.
they have been married for like 40 years though. At this point,
I think
Like, it's
they taught us all what love is.
Well, I mean, it's kind of they've been married for 40 years.
Well, you know what? Also, she
Can
was
you help
adopted.
me with my math problems?
That's
good,
funny.
yeah.
You got to do that.
All right, let's
Put
call
it
an
in
Italian.
a movie or a show or something.
Let's call an Italian. And do it.
Woody Allen doing like porn scenarios with
Yeah,
his stepdaughter.
with his stepdaughter that he's married to.
All right, we'll call an Italian and do it. Are you ready to do your Woody Allen for an Italian? Woody Allen for an Italian. Or what about an Italian Woody Allen? That's when we start our comedy show. That's your first impression. Okay, here's my first impression.
Oh my God! I don't know how to read.
All right. Here we'll go.
I don't know how to read.
I mean, I hope that. I mean, you'd have
Thank you
to
for
see-
going to in the historic Italian market,
What?
culinary pioneers
You'd
since
have to
1939.
admit that.
For our most up-to-date hours, please visit our website at www.com.
Maybe what's
This
happening?
key is not valid.
Fuck you. You'd have to admit that you'd see the humor in if you do actually get canceled from making fun of Italians.
It would be very
Because you
funny.
really tiptoe around everything else.
yeah.
But you
Sean
go head
stays on the
first.
right side of. He tries to stay on everybody's good side, while
You have
secretly he's one of the most evil people on the planet.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I have a folder full of text messages and recorded phone calls with
That's
everybody.
not
That
possible.
will drop someday if you ever fucking cross the line with me.
I am not evil.
Okay.
I only do this Italian shtick on this show.
And in private when we're hanging out together.
And when I'm visiting my parents in New Jersey.
I think I love it because I don't really know any Italians.
Well, they don't. There's not a lot of Italians here in Los Angeles. They didn't make it this far.
No, they got lost.
They got
on the way.
sidetracked.
They don't want to move that far away from their mom.
Oh, that's true.
We'll find an Italian, Nicole. Hold on. Sean and I are going to start a comedy show. I think the Italian Woody Allen is a
I
good
think that's a
first
good one.
impression.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That's going to be the
Can
name.
I do that? I'm doing a show Sunday night.
Yeah,
Can I throw
please.
that in as an
Do
impression
it.
of mine?
You also said Woody Alien, and I'm like, I think that's kind of interesting.
So
Well,
he's
maybe
an
that's-
alien
maybe-
too?
He's an alien.
He's an Italian alien.
But yeah, he's like, he doesn't understand our culture. He's like,
I mean, do people? I mean, I guess younger generations know who he is just because of the Netflix documentary or whatever.
yeah, they mostly know him from that. They've never seen Annie Hall, but they've watched the documentary
Yeah.
about how he's a pedophile.
But which he
allegedly.
definitely isn't, right? I mean,
No, he has dated underage women before. I mean, in Manhattan.
How old?
the one.
in
Well,
Manhattan-
I mean, if you want to get in, like, it seems like back in the 70s and 60s, like, it was like that. Nobody gave a shit. Like, there's just every celebrity was like, here's Jack Nicholson and Robert Evans with a couple of 15-year-olds at a fucking nightclub at Club 54 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, my question is, we should care about this. That's a statement, not a question.
Oh, but I mean, yeah.
These
but
were
I mean,
our
like,
moms
but Jerry-
as the moms of our friends. And then David Bowie is blowing a Peter South-size load.
Wait, who did David Bowie?
David Bowie.
I feel like he had sex with everybody.
Yeah, there's like an article that a girl wrote, a groupie, like part of like the Almost Famous groupie
Yeah.
thing, about how she lost her virginity to him when she was 13.
But isn't like
Oh, I think I've. Oh God.
I mean, if nobody cared back then, though. I mean,
Well,
that's
also,
the
it's
thing.
like, what is it? Why is she a groupie at 13?
Well, that's the thing.
You
It's-
like
it's
the rock and roll music.
But I mean,
Hanging
is
out.
it like, and listen, I'm not defending anything like that, but it's like, okay, here's my story. David Bowie took my virginity at 13. I lied my way backstage, snuck into his dressing room, and then started blowing him before, like when he pulled his pants down to get changed without his knowledge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like,
Is that what you
I mean,
did?
you
Yeah.
kind of like stormed it. Well, but I mean, that's like in the like Steven Tyler, didn't he like have somebody's parents like sign a contract?
Ted
saying-
Nugent. Ted Nugent
did that
he
too, yeah.
bought a child from parents.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the famous Republican Ted Nugent bought a child in the 1970s.
And what about everybody?
Elvis did it
God.
too.
Oh, well, I mean, that was the 50s
Yeah.
and 60s. You were allowed to, like, you could get married when you were 11. back then.
15, yeah.
Yeah,
Or how
he-
old was she? 14 or 15 or
He
something?
was like,
There
"Whoa,
also, there was, there were state, like,
Sorry.
there wasn't a, yeah, let's stop banging table.
Hey,
You
mama,
didn't do it on purpose.
can I buy your daughter, mama?"
But there was also, there wasn't a federal underage limit. Like, each state, up until not that long ago, like, I think Louisiana, there was one or two states.
Every state does still have its own age of consent.
They still have their own one, but I think the federal law can override it if somebody wants to be like,
Probably.
you know, oh, that guy, you know, hooked up with my 14-year-old daughter. And in Louisiana, that is like, there's a couple
That's crazy.
states that were like 13 and 14. I think Hawaii was crazy low too. But then I think they made it to where, I don't know, 18, the federal law kind of overrides.
What do you think the law should be? This is actually a good conversation. Welcome back to
Statute of limitations.
with Sean
Statute.
O'Connor. What do
Consent.
you think?
Sean O'Connor with age of consent, fact or fiction. Sean O'Connor against the age of consent laws.
No. I think
Fact or fiction.
I don't think
Sean
people-
O'Connor's roundtable discussion where he believes that age of consent laws should be debated.
I think they should be debated. I think they should be higher. I don't think you're a human until you're 30.
I know. I don't think you really know until you're like 25.
Yeah, I think you should be able to abort people till they're 30.
I don't know. I mean, I stand by the God's law that if there's grass on the field, play ball.
Wow.
God's law. If there's grass on the field, I say play ball.
Well,
That is God's
Mary, Jesus' mommy, she was 13 when she had him.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
Was she really?
She was.
That's why she was a virgin, because she was only 13.
Yeah, she
makes
didn't meet David Bowie.
That's pretty cool, though, to lose your virginity to David Bowie.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story, I guess.
But
I mean,
that's kind of crazy.
it's a better story than your mom has.
Better story than I have.
Yeah, I know. Frankie Valli's no David Bowie.
What's that
Yeah.
song that you got the kids listening to that's fucking atrocious? I'll make you clap your hands or something.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
It's called a hand clap.
And it's like, if I could see, what's,
I don't really know. I'm
What
gonna
do you mean
make
you
your
don't know?
hands clap.
Do you know that song?
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
We're really into Chapel Roan. Do you know Chapel Roan?
No, I don't know.
Doesn't she kind of look like a clown?
She kind of does.
But
That's
I
her
haven't
whole
listened to
thing.
any of her music.
Damn, it's banger after banger. It's so good.
Okay.
But the songs are raw. Like, there's a song about her girlfriend eating her out in a car.
Knee deep in the passenger seat and you're eating me out as a casual now.
Oh.
But it's like catchy. So like your kids could sing along.
And they are still young. They don't really know what's going on.
No. Like I don't really know. I don't even know how you would eat someone out in a car. So like
It
You do
doesn't
it
seem very
sideways, you do it
comfortable.
long ways.
long ways are my little feetsies hanging out the side door.
No, I mean, you lay on the
Put
back
them in the
seat.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the back, but they're laying like
Or the
They're in
okay.
the-
Are
Here's
my
how you do
feet
it.
out the window? Like
I got a good idea. Go.
Supermaning?
First, Brendan, you go.
Okay, you know the space between the two front seats?
Yeah.
That's where their hips are. Their legs are in the front seat, and you're on the console with the stick shift up your ass.
Okay. So
Wow.
They're laying in the back with their legs spread
So-
across the two seats. You're on the console, stick shift up your ass.
Okay, so you kind of turn your car into like an OBGYN's office where
Yeah.
they're in stirrups.
Yeah.
Then I have a stick shift up my ass.
Well, that's just for you.
and then I'm bending over and doing
Yeah, that doesn't really.
doing my
don't know.
polite licks.
That's the way.
Marley does ask when we're listening to songs, like, what is this about? What is this
Well,
song about?
you got to stop playing that horrible shit for her.
It's just whatever. She likes it. It's
Stuff
in a
that
trailer.
talks about fucking and
Every
Like what?
Every
What
song
song?
ever is about fucking.
oh,
The
It's
hand
just
clap
that,
isn't about that.
yes,
Hand
it
clap is
is.
so
It's about
stupid.
fucking Helen Keller, and that's how she orgasmed. I can make your hands clap. She's like a seal.
That's mean.
Isn't that a
just
joke?
wrong.
Isn't that a joke? That used to be a joke about how she would scream her hands off.
here's the
Poor Helen Keller.
here's the chorus of that hand.
I think
clap
she's
song.
fake.
She
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely was a
She was a liar.
psyop. So then there's this pre-chorus from that stupid song. It goes, every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, 'cause I'm in need of something good right now. It's just so dumb. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? It's like
So
that.
what? It's whatever. It's fluffy.
Well, but just
I don't know.
when you have to listen to it 100 times in a row.
That's what happens when you have children.
Well, you should make them listen to good music.
Okay,
Well,
like
what's good
who?
music? What's good
Queen.
music?
Ozzy, Metallica, Slayer, Maiden, Judas Priest. What do you like? The Fat Boys,
Yeah.
Run DMC.
Yeah, I love the Fat Boys, Run DMC, LL Cool J, the
Stick 'em.
Beastie Boys.
Stick 'em.
Yeah.
Stick 'em.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like
Oh.
the way they dribble up and down the court.
Those guys really. I
That's a
love
crazy
the Fat
rhyme.
Boys.
That's a crazy rhyme.
Oh my God. I love the movie Crush Groove when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I love the Fat Boys where they go to Sparrow's in Times Square and they have a song called All You Can Eat and they are loading up at that
Yeah.
buffet. But then like the beatboxer guy is just like
Human beatbox.
Yeah. He's
Buffy.
like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I still do.
Have you ever seen Disorderlies?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we watched that.
We should watch that. You know who would like
Miles
that?
would
Miles
like
would
that.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were really trying to be like the new Three Stooges. And here's the other thing: the Fat Boys. Their whole thing was being fat. Look at it. Go Google a picture of them. They are about average American size
Yeah,
right now.
yes.
The human beatbox was the only technically obese.
He was
one, I
obese,
think.
but yes, they're your average American open micer.
Like like the light skinned guy.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't know. I forget what his name. But there's like a light skinned guy. Are you allowed? Is that?
I think you're allowed to. I think you're allowed to say that.
Okay. I mean, that's like. Can I tell you guys my favorite?
Yeah, I know about your coffee.
Oh no! My coffee is like when people ask me how I want my coffee, I say the same, like the color of Will Smith's kids. I think something like that.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to say that.
Why not?
You can't. You can't. I don't think you can compare.
I'm not trying to get hired on every shitty TV show like you, Sean.
Listen,
I can say it like it is publicly.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
My type, my sexual type is a light-skinned brother with green eyes.
Yeah.
That's what I think the sexiest guy is.
Do you really?
Like,
Really? Okay.
I'm trying to think. There's a guy on
Remember that
Grey's
guy, the
Anatomy
hot
who looks
convict?
Like that.
Is
that headshot,
Yeah.
or that mugshot
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he was
He
hot.
kind of encapsulates.
I saw that guy at Ralph's once.
Was
Whoa,
he?
really?
Northridge. Yeah.
I would have sucked him off right then and there.
What was he in jail for?
Killing
Did he
his
fucking
wife.
murder somebody?
I don't know.
No, it's probably like weed or something.
Stealing, burglarizing. He looked strong.
Whoa.
I mean, he's like big, so he probably, I don't know.
He actually just kept getting sucked off by people in public.
Oh, so indecent exposure because everybody was sucking him off.
Yeah.
He was eating someone out in a car while driving on the freeway.
Yeah. His legs dangling in the wind.
By the way, here's the Fat Boys.
Look at them.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty fat.
I mean...
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, the two... I didn't realize the guy on the left was as fat as he is.
Yeah, he's...
But the light-skinned guy, though, is he's your average open micer.
Yeah, he just looks kind of like, like a slightly fatter The Rock.
With more hair. Wait, who's the main? The main one's on the left, right?
No, the middle is the human beatbox.
He's the human beatbox.
That's the guy who really...
Who was...
Yeah, I used to have a joke in my stand-up about how when I was so fat that when I have sex, it sounds like I'm just listening to Fat Boys records. No one ever laughed. That was the most laughs I ever got on that.
Well, because you have to know the Fat Boys.
1989.
Yeah. Yeah, I was opening for Barry Sobel.
Yeah. Now, he has a reputation, right? Of
grooming?
I don't know if... Are you allowed to talk about that?
I don't...
What did he do? He groomed?
I think he is.
He was a dog groomer.
Yeah, he's a groomer.
Now, there you go. That's a sketch. Put that in one of your shows.
What?
A dog groomer. A guy who he advertises he's a dog groomer, but then he comes over and has sex with your dog.
he just makes your dog feel...
Yeah, and he's like, I think
dog
you'd
wants
be
to
more
spend the night at his
comfortable.
house.
Yeah, we'd be more comfortable if your parents weren't here. Okay. Isn't that what they do?
The dog talks?
Your dad's
yeah,
so
the dog's
controlling.
like, ruff, ruff. Yeah.
Your owners are so controlling.
He was taking you on a walk?
Yeah. I mean, if I took you on a walk, I'd use a longer leash. We should go on a secret walk into the woods.
Wow, you were really good at voicing
You know
a
exactly
groomer.
what to say.
That guy, I mean, isn't it crazy that guy with, and I watched the Nickelodeon guy documentary series, which was like, I don't know, that one lady, and it really drove me crazy.
She was annoying. Culture writer or whatever.
Yeah, she was like a culture. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch it.
It's kind of real trash. Like the way everybody was talking about it.
Is
like
this the thing you
some...
text messaged me and said it made you really horny?
No, that was the Woody Allen. No, because I don't know. I feel like it was kind of taken seriously of like, oh, this is exposing this Dan Schneider guy as like this weird pervert, and it's like, maybe he was a bad boss, but like he did, like the guy who, there was a molester guy who's still like working today, which is crazy, where it's like, oh, he now works for the Disney Channel, and it's like, wait, this guy went to jail for
that's where the story is like him and like the executives. This Dan Schneider guy just kind of
and then there's this nitwit.
It's the lack of background checks that is the real story.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's like even do you have to do I guess lack of background checks, but like when you're in actual documentaries, like where there's actual documentaries about you molesting kids, and then the Disney Channel's like, oh yeah, you worked for a lot of places, just come on in, and someone's like, hey, I just Googled him.
he's a convicted child rapist.
No, that's fine. He's a dialect coach, and they're like, why do we need that? Like all these kids speak English.
I know,
that's the
it's
thing.
so weird.
Is you want like
he invented his own like position just to have one-on-one time with little boys.
I know. It's sad.
He sounds bad.
Oh,
and
here we go. Here
Yeah.
goes Sean again.
I don't want to get on my high horse, so I'll just get on my medium-sized horse.
He's not a good guy.
He sounds bad. I don't like it how he sounds.
No.
Here's the guy. What's that guy's name?
Brian Peck.
How did you know that right? That was a test.
Brian Peck.
Because a name like that kind of sticks in your brain.
So get this. Yeah, so I watched that Dan Schneider thing or whatever.
Well, they wanted to get Dan Schneider. I have not watched it, but I've like read the articles about it.
Yeah.
It seems like they really wanted to get him, but like.
But it doesn't seem like anybody was, and even Drake, the guy who was Drake Bell, who was raped by this guy, he said Dan Schneider was the only one who was nice to me about it and helped me. So it kind of makes him seem like, oh, maybe he's not.
All the stuff anti Dan Schneider was just kind of like
They wanted to get him molesting Amanda Bynes. That's what they wanted the show to be about, but she never said anything.
So prior to all this, I had always heard the rumor is that Dan Schneider was Britney Spears' sister's baby daddy. Yeah.
I heard that too. But then even
Britney
in this,
Spears'
it's like
sister's
Jamie
baby
Lynn
daddy.
Spears. She was on a show called
He's
Zoe
the father
101.
of her.
She was the star of like one of his shows, and then she got pregnant while she was on the show.
And the
baby is like so fat and ugly.
When it came out, they're like, "Oh God!"
It has to be Dan Schneider, the ugliest, fattest guy in the world.
I mean, honestly, Sean, and this is not a personal attack, but he never put his baby into a microwave as a joke.
I've never done that either.
As a joke, you did.
I've never done that.
It's a matter of record at this point.
At this point, I mean, there is one of your listeners.
No.
I don't know who he is, but he looks like he listens to this podcast. Always.
What does that mean?
You know how like your fan base has a certain look.
We have attractive female listeners as well.
Well, this is an ugly man. He's constantly tweeting at me that I put my baby in a microwave.
Constantly?
Like I swear once a month.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
And it feels like abuse at this point.
Well, that's
Can you get him reported?
I guess.
For harassment?
But then
I can't.
Sean wouldn't do that.
Not with Elon's new rules.
Yeah.
Sean wouldn't do that because then they would investigate. He doesn't want an investigation launched.
How could they prove that he once put his baby in a microwave, though?
Listen, anyone can come into my home. They could go up to my microwave. They could give it a few sniffs, and they'll see that it doesn't smell like baby.
Like 6 now.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He did this 5.5 years ago.
I've never put my baby in a microwave.
As a joke, you did. Remember, you had it when you had this newborn baby. You said, "Hey, check it out. I'm going to microwave my baby." And you put him in there.
I've put my baby in car seats. I've put my baby in strangers' hands. But I've never done microwaves.
Well, you didn't turn it on or close the door. I'll hand you that much. I'll give you that much.
But you laid him down there. You
put him
removed your
in there
hands.
and kind of like closed the door, but you didn't let it click. And you did it as a joke.
You guys got to see my microwave. It is so small. No baby could fit in it.
Your old microwave.
Yeah.
Your old microwave was huge. It was kind of weird how big it was.
This Brian Peck guy, I watched that stupid Dan Schneider documentary, which it is like 10 episodes or something.
They
it's
really
just,
stretch
it's kind
it
of
out.
like garbage. It's like an Inside Edition expose.
Yeah.
And one of the people who narrates it is this nitwit lady who's like a writer for BuzzFeed. Like you see what her background is, and it's like she just wrote all these like harebrained articles for BuzzFeed, and they have her as some kind of like expert on him, and she's just like,
but she's like watching. Did you
She's
ever
so
watch the Amanda
verbose.
show? Because I watched that stuff.
I didn't watch it.
And like,
I found her to be very annoying.
Yeah, well, there's
Sean would
one
only
where
watch it until he's shot.
Yeah. And
He
then
only
he didn't
saw
like
like
it
7
anymore.
minutes of each episode when they were focused on kids' feet wrestling or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like one where she would like interview in a hot tub or something, and she's in a hot tub, and then Dan Schneider, who would be on the show, came in the hot tub with her, and he was like fully dressed, which is like, I think the joke is that he's like in a suit in the hot tub. I don't know, that's why I thought it was funny. But then this lady's like, you can see the power imbalance. She's in a bikini and she's 13 and he's fully dressed, where it's like, I don't think that's, you know.
I do think you're right that the joke is he's in a suit.
Yeah.
However,
But someone should have been like, that's kind of weird.
As somebody
Yeah.
who writes and stuff, I've never been like, who should be in a bikini? A 13-year-old.
Well, but the whole thing was,
But she also wasn't in a
And
bikini.
here's the whole thing about, and what I, the
Oh,
point
she was
I-
naked?
Yeah, her titties were out. She was sucking on him too.
There's like she had clothespins on her labia. That was like some kind of a thing.
It was like a kink.com.
Well, so
Yeah,
the
it was
thing, the point I've been trying.
Kink.com dungeon.
The thing I was trying to say about Brian Peck is I watched that stupid fucking docuseries or whatever, and then I was talking about like old or whatever. I was writing a thing with somebody and the Return of the Living Dead. Are you into horror? You're not into horror.
I'm not into horror, but I've seen that movie. Yeah.
So
pretty dumb.
it's a good one actually. That's a pretty good one. I liked that when I was younger, but I turn it on and I just am like watching the beginning and they show the credits and I see the name Brian Peck and I'm like, why does that name sound familiar? I'm like, did I know that guy? And then I Googled it. I was like, oh shit, that's the guy. He plays one of the punk rock guys in Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, he's in like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, from like the 80s. But
So you like grew up, this guy's your hero.
Yeah, you're his biggest fan.
I mean, he does not have a big role. Like, he's in it a lot, but he's like...
He has an enormous role in Drake Bell's life.
Yeah.
So sad. It's so sad. I mean, that mom, too, she wasn't in the documentary, obviously, because you're just like...
Because she's fucking ashamed of herself.
Dumb parent lets their kid hang out with another adult.
Well, and that dad, I mean, I felt bad for the kid's dad because the whole time he's just telling everybody, he's like, don't let my kid alone with that guy.
Oh, I always forget that Brendan always sides with the dad. He's a dad's
He's
rights
a dad's
activist.
dad.
I guess Sean's trying to...
Hey, listen, I'm
trying to get hired on
excuses.
some men-hating TV show, I guess.
Listen, they're rebooting Living Single, and I gotta put it out there. Like, I hate men.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.